We're just about ready to get going here tonight. Tigers line up here. Let's see if they change who's back returning kicks. It looks like we're going to have Strand and Schulte still, so Tanner and Palmer will still be returning kicks. So here we go. Number 1, Colin Swigan, ready to kick this one off for Carlisle, or for North Polk. And here we go. We are underway. The kick sent deep, and this is high. And here goes Schulte. He'll take it out. He's got running room, makes a cut up near the far side, and is going to be wrapped down. And they will start from around the 20-yard line. The Tigers will set up shop. So
not a bad return, actually. He got about 10, 15 yards on the return. So
started from about the 1-yard line. It looks like Strand's going to be the one to start off here for the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what they can do here. Strand, the quarterback, he'll sit under center. It's a handoff near side. Schulte cuts upfield, gets a block. We got a flag down, thrown quickly. Solid gain, but like we said, there is a flag.
I didn't catch what it was. Is in the backfield off of the North Polk side. Looks like a holding call.
So holding on the offense to start. That'll put him back 5 yards. We'll restart for a first down at 15. Yeah, this puts Grinnell in a tough situation here to start. Not where you want to be, indeed. Strand under center. He's got 2 behind him. Strand, handoff, Schulte going left. He's got a cut, moving upfield, breaks a tackle, he's still going. Down the far sideline, moves, and he's finally brought down for a good gain all the way to the 45-yard line. And on the second play of the game, Schulte redeems himself, and Grinnell goes to the 45.
Yeah, they had some pretty good blockings once they got out around that inside. They just kind of kicked it up, and he found the sweet spot to make it upfield.
Nice run by Schulte. He showed signs of really breaking one out last week against Oskaloosa. Let's see what he can do here again. Strand once again sits under center for the Tigers. Here's the snap. It's a handoff again. Schulte breaks through a hole, has to dive for extra yardage. He's going to get about 2-3 yards on the carry there.
You know, the key's going to be is Grinnell lining up that offense off that 5-man front. Be able to kick that tackle either to the outside to the inside and be able to make the play inside or outside.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Lining up in about the same formation here. Strand under center. It's going to be a handoff to Schulte coming left here near side. He gets hit hard and falls forward to about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Corbin Klein, he kind of fell short on his block there. If he would have pushed the guy, his defensive end out to the outside, I think we could have turned that up and got a few more yards on it.
Nonetheless, 3rd down and 7 upcoming. I don't know if they're going to change that. It's about 3rd down and 6, 3rd down and 5 maybe, at the 50-yard line. Grinnell sets up 3rd down here. 1 wide receiver left to right, Strand under center, 2 in the backfield. And we're going to have a false start on Nick Pop. Jumped the gun a little too early there.
Yeah, that really hurts them when they're in a pretty positive move forward and you get to have a penalty like that to take them back.
So this will set the Tigers back to a 3rd down and 10 situation, starting where they came from. So put them now at about the 45-yard line. 3rd down. Wide receiver Prusha here to the farthest nearest to us. Strand's under center. North Polk looking to send pressure, and they do. Strand rolls out, coming near sideline, breaks a tackle, and comes down for about a gain of 5, but it's not going to be enough. That'll bring up 4th down at about 5.
I tell you what, they did a pretty good job covering that double linebacker stun off this near side. The offensive line picked them up pretty well, and they got some recovered yards off it.
Good design play. Strand was able to roll out here to the right and quickly got on the move. I think if they would have been near the farther side of the field, he may have gotten more. But nonetheless, 4th down and 5 from the 50. Grinnell will punt. This will be number 11, Quentin Sumners, receiving this one. This thing will bounce at about the 19. He'll pick it up. Cuts near far sideline and is tripped up. And we're going to have a penalty flag flying in late. Never was tackled, tripped.
They got a legal block in the back.
Is that what we're getting on North Polk? Looks like it. Maybe. Yes. Yeah. Legal block in the back on North Polk. This thing will be declined. So they will start from their own 29-yard line. So let's see if this Tiger defense can do anything here.
No, they did go ahead and tack it on.
Oh, they did move it back.
Yep.
So number 7, Colton Parkins, the junior quarterback, sets to bring his offense out here. Let's see what he can do here. 2 wideouts to the right. Here's Parkins. Back to throw for the first time tonight. He's going to be under pressure. Under pressure, fires short, gets rid of it. Spin move down the near sideline. Grinnell can't wrap up. And finally going to be driven down. That's a good gain, first down. Nice job by Parkins to break out of the tackle.
Yeah, right in the quarterback of the pocket. The defense had pretty good pressure on it. Corbin Klein was pretty darn close to snatching him up right before he got the ball off. But needless to say, our corner didn't pick up that pass, and we lost yardage.
Mason Russell counted for the catch. There's a handoff again up the middle. And this thing's going to be wrapped down for a nice gain of about 2.
Yeah, good solid pickup on this near side. That defensive line crashed in there, closed up those lanes.
That was number 8, Jeff Lamp for the Comets. No huddle for the Comets here so far. Parkins will be all alone in the shotgun. Parkins looks to change offensively here. Shotgun, steps back to throw. He's going to look near sideline. This is going to be just short. Good coverage nonetheless. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's always it's a good passing zone. When you're playing against a 5-3 defense like that, it opens up because it's hard to get that outside linebacker because he's committing more of a zone, unlike when you're playing a four-man backfield.
8:08 remaining here in the first quarter. 3rd down at 6 on the 33. We're tied 0-0. The offense looks to set up. You got Parkins and Russell side by side. Here comes a man in motion. Parkins back to throw. He's going to look, fires over the middle. This thing's going to be picked off.
Good interception. That is a nice catch. Nice catch.
Nice catch, number 8, Drew Kaufman.
You know, I brought up earlier, there's the point of putting that 53 defense out there, but when you're in the zone, you're in the zone in the right place, and you're going to come up with those catches.
That was an all right throw. Drew just jumped the gun on that one. Nice pick by the quarterback. And Grinnell will set up in beautiful field position here.
It's good to see the Tigers coming out in that good pass defense right there. It shows a little bit of promise for the night.
Strand under center. He's got 2 backs. He's going to hand this one off to Schulte. Schulte breaks up a hole, and he's going to move upfield. No one's going to catch him. Schulte off to the races. Touchdown, Grinnell.
You know what? That was just a great executed block on the line. Good job to this right-hand side line. They opened up that path. He had a lane, and he just took care of it.
Huge rushing touchdown. That's big momentum for the Tigers. After not scoring at all last week, they open up a big gap, and it's good to see the offense working again. Nice run by Palmer Schulte.
That is what we needed. We needed something to get these guys motivated, and as you can hear across the crowd, they're pumped up. I think they're going to like what they're going to see tonight.
Wyatt Dillon on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it is good. 7-0. Grinnell leads over North Polk. Palmer Schulte takes it the distance. Tigers lead.
There's nothing better than those players down there in that field hearing that crowd cheer. I tell you what, it gets your blood kind of pumping. I think it's good momentum for them.
Grinnell possibly has one of the best student sections. Now this could be biased, but Grinnell does have one of the best student sections in our district. And for how many losses we've seen and they still stay strong, it's good to know that this Tiger student section and fans in all here to support the Tigers. And off to a good start so far. So Grinnell will kick this one back to North Polk. You'll have Russell and not sure who the other one is back. Looks like Alex Buletta is going to be the man back. Student section roaring. This thing is going to be booted deep by Wyatt Dillon and will be taken at about the 2-yard line. He'll come speeding up the middle of the field. We got a flag down. He's going to be hit and dropped. And another flag down. So we got 2 flags on one play.
All it took was that Grinnell kickoff team. They just had a breakdown. Once they broke down, they find the ball. They could make the tackle. That's good to see them executing the play and know what's going on.
I feel that this might be 2 penalties on North Polk.
I think the first one was definitely a illegal block in the back on the far side.
Possibly a face mask over here. That's the only thing I can think of for the Tigers.
It's never a good thing when you see both sides of the field stand up there. It could be something that's offsetting.
Yeah. Block in the back and face mask. So block in the back on the Comets, face mask on the Tigers. They decline each other.
You know, you hate to see any type of penalties out there, but when they're offsetting, no one gets noted, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and do a kickoff over again.
Yeah.
We saw this in the freshman game, too.
Yeah.
They penalty on the kickoff, and they went ahead and just re-kicked the whole thing, did it all over again.
We could maybe see Grinnell try an onside kick here. I know it's early, but they have no one over here near the sideline. I don't know. This could be interesting here. It is early.
Yeah, I think right now, though, you just want to get that defense out there and just keep putting the power to them.
So Dillon lines up again, plants his foot, and he'll drill it back downfield. Let's try this again. Caught from about the 3 this time. He'll race back upfield again and tripped up. Nice tackle.
Looked like Alex Farmer was the first one that got the hand and shoulder into him and then got finished up by the rest of the kick team.
Great defense. All right, so the Tigers come back out. Drew Kaufman had the pick last time. Let's see if they can shut down Parker.
It's just great to see that they capitalized on a turnover.
Yeah.
You know, a turnover and you turn in something and you go right down the field and get a touchdown. Let's see if we can't see that again.
Wide receiver in motion. This thing's going to be bobbled up in the air. He's going to be trapped back. He'll cut upfield and takes a hard hit for about a gain of 2.
Good stay-at-home defense by that defensive end and linebacker on this side, so they didn't really lose a whole lot like yardage. Looks like about 5.
Again, no huddle again for the Comets. Parkins with Russell to his right. Handoff to Russell, up the middle, drag down and put down. That'll be a gain of about 4. This will bring up about 3rd down and 3.
North Polk kind of runs that. It's a shotgun with a slot back. Kind of gives them some options when they open up to run out of that shotgun like that.
They're going to count them 3rd down and 1 here from the 38. So 3rd down and 1. Parkins Play action, looks to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to go down in the backfield. Nick Pop, number 88, gets in the backfield, and it'll be a huge loss. 4th down for the Comets.
You know, there's a case of not losing your commitment. You stay with the man you're supposed to be tied up to, and you know that's a big thing between your defensive end and your linebacker on the far side is they got to make the call who's going to take the receiver and who's going to stay home. So it definitely was a good call and staying in place where they're supposed to be.
Great play indeed. This will be number 34, Alex Farmer, getting ready to receive this punt. A little bit of confusion here offensive or on the punting team. 5:50 left here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 7-0 over North Polk. Here's the snap. Kick on the way. This is a high kick. And will bounce down and keep bouncing, and this thing will stop at about the 32-yard line where North Polk will sit on it. So 2 drives. We got an interception and a great sack. Grinnell's defense is the best I've seen it all season.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Shipley had some time to visit and work with them this week, and you know they're coming out, they're playing like a team.
Yeah.
What we saw the offense of the first 2 sets, same thing over there. You're just seeing positive movement going both ways.
And Grinnell hasn't passed it at all tonight. Strand's the quarterback again, under center for the Tigers. He'll snap it here. It'll be handoff to Schulte, and this time he's not going to go very far. Did his knee ever hit the ground? They say it did, so he'll fall out there. That was Wilbur White who lost his helmet there. I think he'll have to come out for a play, which he does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's still high school rules. You lose your helmet, you gotta go out and take a break for a play.
So this will set him back 2nd down and 15. That time North Polk knew where they was going there. We knew they'd run the ball more. We're definitely seeing it. Strand under center again. He's never gone from the shotgun yet. 2 backs. Here's the snap. It's a fake handoff up the middle. Not sure who that was.
Maybe
carrying.
Trent Miller, maybe, looks like.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it was Trent Miller. The big back with a nice run there, but I don't think they got anything. 3rd down and 15 from their own 28.
Polk just kind of closes up that center with that 53 defense that they're running too.
1 safety back for North Polk. We'll try it again. 3rd down and 14 now. Strand under center. North Polk's looking to send a blitz, and they do. Up the middle. Strand rolls out. No, it isn't. It's a run up the middle. There goes Schulte again. Down the near sideline. He's going to be chased and finally run out of bounds. Wow, that faked me out.
I tell you what, that was excellent execution again. It's almost like they ran it as a tailback draw. With those defensive linebackers come in blitzing like they did, everybody just kind of went right by, and they had no secondary coverage for them.
I was looking at Strand, and then all of a sudden Schulte comes running up the middle. So 2 big runs on the evening here for Palmer Schulte. 1st down and 10 from the 27. Strand under center, possibly an offsides. But here goes Schulte again, another big run to the far side. That might have been Farmer, actually.
34, Farmer, yep. Kind of a slot sweep out to the left-hand side.
That was possibly an offside zone.
It looked like their number 52 up front of North Polk jump, but I don't think they didn't throw the flag.
No. Gain of 9 there. 2nd down and 1 from the 17. Grinnell is marching. Strand under center again. You got 2 backs. Strand, handoff to Schulte again. He swings right, fights through, and I think that's enough for a 1st down. Nope.
Looks like maybe he only got 3 or 4.
Well, they must have already gotten the 1st down. So this will be 2nd down and 8 upcoming from the 15. Again, no passes from Grinnell tonight. It's been all running. One wide receiver here near side. That's Blake Prusha. Strand will sit under center with 2:56 left here in the first quarter. Strand, handoff, and Farmer's going nowhere.
Yeah, North Polk, they knew that was coming. They sit home with their linebackers and then piled right back up on top side of that right-hand tackle there.
Yeah. 3rd down and 9. Strand still the quarterback. We've yet to see Kaufman run here. And once again, he'll line up under center, 2 backs. One far right here is Farmer. Miller, Palmer are the backs. Here's a handoff. No, he'll step back, looks, fires to the corner of the end zone. It is going to be caught, but he's out of bounds. Wow, what a catch by Alex Farmer.
Yeah.
Just pushed.
Before long, we're just going to have to see that ultimate surprise. You can only run the ball so many times, and you can notice that North Polk defense, they're starting to really just crunch the line of scrimmage. So you got to have to, Coach Shipley's going to have to pull out a pass once in a while because it's there. I mean, I think they could hit it.
I feel like if they were on the farther side of the end zone, we may have a touchdown there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Good catch either way.
Wyatt Dillon could do for us and get 3 points on the board.
Kaufman will be the holder. Snap, hold, kick on the way, and this thing is good. Dillon sends it through. 10-0. Grinnell leads over North Polk. We got a good game going.
Yep, good field position, good vibes, and we had some good runs. And, you know, opposed to the first 2 games that we saw where Grinnell was kind of heavy on penalties, right off bat, South Tama, we played the penalty game pretty harsh, and it's nice to see the field moving and not have flags up.
Right.
Run. Yeah.
So 2:01 left here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 10-0. They scored 16 points against South Tama, so Grinnell's already looking for a season high scoring-wise. But we've seen a lot of Palmer Schulte so far and what he's been able to do. Let's see if the defense can get another big stop.
Well, even though it didn't count, I like the idea that Farmer reached up and grabbed that ball. That was a gutsy catch, put his body out there, and hopefully we can see a little bit more of that coming up.
Good play action. It was a pretty good throw by Strand, who was hit. So here's Dillon. Sends this one deep into the air. This thing is going to be taken at about the 5-yard line. He'll bring it upfield. Here comes Farmer in pursuit, and he cuts up the field and will get finally tripped down at about the 35-yard line.
You know, from the last kickoff, we broke down a little bit. Didn't really get in and attack like we did the first time.
Right.
You know, and when you don't break down when the ball's coming up to you and try to do those kind of diving tackles, you're just going to miss them, and it's going to be hurting us. So hopefully learn their lesson and go back to what we were in the first round.
Parkins has 2 wide receivers. Here comes one in motion. He'll hand off right, and a nice wrap-up tackle there, far sideline. That'll be a gain of about 2.
It looks like Schulte stayed home and broke down and kind of tripped him up, and then they finished him off the rest of the way.
One and a half minutes left here in the first quarter. North Polk has 3 wide receivers out, 4 wide receivers. Parkins alone in the backfield with Russell. Parkins back to throw. Pressure coming, fires over the middle. This thing's going to be caught and dropped down just short of the first down. This will bring up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Trent Miller, he made a solid hit right there. He was in place to take care of everything.
Third down, and they'll give them 2 for the Comets, who have yet to pass the 50-yard line so far tonight. No huddle once again for the Comets. They line up here. Parkins has Russell and Fash to his right. Hand off to Russell up the middle, and he's going to break free, and even more. Broke free of all tacklers, and he is gone. Touchdown, North Polk. Wow.
Yeah, just a mental breakdown. You know, that's what it takes. You get up in there and you get playing a little bit sloppy and you don't break down and make a good solid tackle, they're going to go right through your arms, and that's what you're going to end up with. So Grinnell needs to go back a little bit to the basics, and get their feet, get a good base down, and make a good tackle.
Impressive breakaway tackle by Russell there. So now they will line up to kick this one of their own. Siegman going to try for the extra point with 30 seconds left here. Kick up on the way, and this is good. That was almost blocked by Wilbur White. 10-7. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads over North Polk.
Well, hopefully we can learn our lessons there. We can't really afford too many more of those mental mistakes, or it's going to be a back-and-forth ball game.
We could be seeing an offensive shootout.
Yeah, good job to North Polk. They capitalized on it. Good strong running. You know, we always talk about that when you're running the ball, you don't stop until the whistle blows, and he did it, and he capitalized on it.
And great blocking by North Polk. I mean, after he broke free, there was no one there to catch him.
Well, let's see if we can get Grinnell's offense going here.
Now, if you're North Polk, do you prepare more still for the run, or, I mean, they've only hit the passing game once, and it was successful, kind of. We'll have to see. All right, so this will be Farmer and Strand back to receive this one. Siegman ready to kick this one. Sets his team up. 3-point stance for them. This thing's going to be sent back. And Farmer will let it roll out of bounds, and we're going to get a flag. Nice patience. So this will take it to what? 20, 30, 35-yard line?
Should take it up to the...
Let's see where they spot this.
Looks like, yeah, the 35-yard line.
Yeah. So that is where the Tigers will set up. Schulte's had 2 drives, 2 big runs. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grinnell leads 10-7. Quarterback is still Tanner Strand. He'll have Miller and Schulte in the backfield. Farmer in motion to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Schulte. He cuts up middle and is wrapped up immediately.
Still a good dive, though. You know, anytime it's a positive that you're going 2 or 3 yards ahead, and you can start making your march down the field.
Second down, and the ticker's not working, so I'm going to guess second down and about 3, or second down and 7. And they'll just let this clock tick down. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Grinnell leads 10-7. An impressive game so far by both teams. Grinnell's defense showing a little bit more power, and the offense working well.
Yeah, very, very good improvement from last week's game. And, you know, when you get beat up like you did last week, it's kind of tough to come back and play as tough as they are. And, you know, they're looking good. I'm impressed with.
Yeah. Starting to feel a lighter breeze come here through the booth here. Temperatures have cooled down just a little bit. All right, second quarter ready to get going here once again. Grinnell will set up from their own 37. What do we say the temperature was?
Yeah, we're dropping down 68 degrees, so, you know, 12 minutes went from 72, 73 to 68. It's going to be a pretty nice night here.
Here's a dive up the middle once again. Not going to go very far. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. About a yard for Trenton Miller.
I think Trent Miller has a lot to add. He's got a little beef to him. If anything, we've noticed that when Schulte runs, he's definitely given the blocking up front for him. It makes a difference there.
One wide receiver out here. This is Prussia closest to us. 3rd down and 5. Strand under center. North Polk looking to send blitz, and they do. It's a handoff to Schulte, and he's going to be wrapped up at the backfield. That'll be a loss. 4th down.
Yep, at 32, he's a strong side linebacker. He blitzed right through, and nobody picked him up. So we're going to have to, make some adjustments on our line. Either the guard's going to have to look. When you're looking at a 5-man defense in front of you, and they're split, everyone should have a man that they got to pick up.
All right. 4th down and 7. Grinnell's Wyatt Dillon will be on to punt this one back to number 11's.
Is that Wyatt?
Quentin
That's
Sumners.
Tanner Strand.
Oh, Tanner Strand back there to punt. And we got a timeout by Grinnell. So Coach Shipley may be wanting to think this over, maybe.
At 4th and 7, that's still kind of risky.
Right.
I mean, you're pretty early in the ball game here.
And at your own 38-yard line.
Unless Coach Shipley just sees something that's maybe breaking down, or that he sees that North Polk might want to come with a blitz that he wants to adjust on. But
and stamina is a huge thing. Last week against Oskaloosa, Grinnell held Oskaloosa to 0 points. It was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter, but once the second quarter came around, Grinnell just kind of ran out of gas. And, I mean, I hope we don't see that tonight, but, stamina is also a big thing for this Grinnell team.
All right. Well, balance of your offense and defense on the field. If you're going to have one out there more than the other, that's where you go wear these guys out. And, maybe we've seen Strand up at South Tama. He had a couple, 38 and a 42-yard punt. He's got a little east-northwest, northeast wind behind him.
Yeah.
He could get a good snap, and he can get a launch, and let's get North Polk down, the 5-10-yard line. We could work them on a little bit.
Right. Strand back to punt this one away. 10:53 left here in the first half. On their own 38. Here's the snap. Good snap. Strand will fake it. Indeed. He's going to run near sidelines. And did he get the first down?
Nope,
I think he's short.
He's short about 6 yards there, Blake. He just didn't. Ran out of fields what he did.
We saw that against South Tama.
Yeah, we did. South Tama, they ran that sample. And actually, they were down 17 in the hole.
Yeah.
And they got 19 yards out of it. So
the gamble,
not a bad thing.
No.
Coach Shipley has a little razzle-dazzle him, gets kids excited out there on the field.
Good effort that falls short. Parkins sets back up offensively from the 38. And let's see what happens here. Parkins, high snap, hands off to Russell. He'll cut up the middle and is wrapped down quickly for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, that play side, Grinnell side, they need to tighten that up a little bit, because that opened up pretty easy for him, and good thing the linebacker on that side stepped up. I can't see exactly who that was, but it helped.
Coach is on the sideline throwing snaps out to Parkins here. They'll line up for a 2nd down and 9 situation. 2 backs by Parkins. Here comes one to the left. Parkins. Hand off to Russell. Nope, Parkins keeps it himself and is spun down.
That was a good little quarterback option, good keeper right up the middle, and he played it out good. The bad thing is his defensive end for Grinnell sucked up on it, and we got taken.
Yeah, down. Nice gain. That definitely caught Grinnell off guard. 3rd down and 2. This is not, it could be field goal kicking situation. We saw Oskaloosa try a kick from the 40-yard line last week, but you'd assume that this is 4-down territory about right here between the 40 and the 30. A little bit of confusion here for the Comets, and North Polk calls the timeout.
Well, I think Grinnell Bear capitalized on the timeout, and it looks like we're kind of having some shift difference out there in the defense. They can't decide whether they want to be strong side of the field or weak side of the field. Prop and Klein are kind of bouncing back and forth. When you're on the hash, you got to decide, is it the short side of the field I'm going to play on, or I'm going to be wide side. So,
right.
you know, definitely, unless they're trying to focus on one particular receiver or running back, that's why they're doing their key switch.
(10-7). Grinnell leads over North Polk. 9.5 minutes left here in the first half. 3rd down and 2 from North Polk's, or from Grinnell's 30. Two backs with Parkins there. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left. Parkins handoff to Russell up the middle. Good hole, good hit too. First down though.
Yeah, Corbin Klein, he stepped up in there in that hole and he knocked him down. It was a good read on his part. It looks like they maybe done a stunt with the tackle linebacker to the inside, opened the hole up a little bit bigger than they should have had, but
Parkins, shotgun, play fake, looks deep, caught near sidelines, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10. A little bit of a blown coverage.
yeah, it was, you know, and they had decent quarterback, stayed in the pocket for him, didn't scramble. We kind of a little bit weak on our pass rush there, so give him a little bit more time to see what's going on.
1st down and 10, or this will just be 1st down and goal from the 5. North Polk looks to put this thing in the end zone.
Tigers, they need to come up with a good defensive stop here. And
Parkins, handoff, Russell, middle. He's hit and knocked down.
excellent stop inside there.
Did they get anything? I think he didn't. I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Looked like number 3, Ethan Kirby, come up, put that initial hit right there. So when you got your safety coming up and put the big blitz on, that makes the difference.
2nd and goal. Watch for a quarterback keeper here. 2nd and goal from the 5. Parkins has Russell to his left in the gun. And wrap down. Wilbur can't get to him, but he's still knocked down nonetheless. That was not Wilbur. That was number 73. That was Noah Havel. Almost got back there.
Well, Wilbur was the one. He was in the backfield, put the initial on that far right-hand side.
Flag. This might be on North Polk. Possible holding. And it is. Holding.
It might have been a hold on that far side of the field,
preventing the tackle. So this sets up 2nd down and a little bit longer here from about the 15, 16-yard line. But this could be a good thing for North Polk, because now the passing game opens up with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Parkins in the gun. Two backs. Parkins in the gun. He'll set back to throw, looking, fires, caught short. Nice stiff arm, moving, and finally brought down, but we did have a flag thrown. This could be holding again.
Well, either about the area it's thrown, it's either pass interference one way or the other.
If it's pass interference, this moves them up to like the 2 or the 1.
The defensive corner, he come up, put a pretty good hit, and then kind of rode off him a little bit. So
let's see what we got here. Personal foul.
Who's that?
I'm not sure what it was entirely. This puts him at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, the Grinnell defense just going to have to buckle down there. Looks like we're on a good goal line stance.
Parkins handoff to Russell up the middle, and he's down at the 1. His arm got hit. I thought the ball might jar free.
Klein on the tackle.
3rd and goal from the 2. This could be handed off right to Russell, and we could see. Let's see if the defense can hold here. Parkins, 2 backs, 1 fullback here. 3rd down. High snap, handoff, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, Trent Miller, he was right there. He stuck him as he come across the line, and that was a good stop. Grinnell needed that.
North Polk sends out the kicking team. Good defensive goal line stand by the Tigers.
Well, anytime in a ball game, you hate to give up points, but I'd rather give up 3 points and have a tie ball game if they could put it through.
Right.
Late comer on the field here.
More confusion. North Polk seems to be having that problem tonight. Sigmund ready to kick.
Oh, got a little movement on the side there. Number 73, Noah Howell.
Havel may have been.
Mental mistakes. You got, when you're playing defense, you just got to watch that ball. Too many times you get caught up in the movement.
Right.
So North Polk got a great opportunity here, puts them 5 years closer, or at least half the distance to go. I think they're 2 yards out.
4 new sets of downs. Mental mistake by Noah Havel jumping off sides there, and they'll get a fresh set.
Nope, still 4th down.
Oh, still 4th down here. So now they get to try to go for it. Here's Parkins. And they might want to think about it. And they do.
Yep, timeout North Polk.
So if you were in this situation, you're down at 2-yard line, 4th down. Your running game's on and off. Grinnell just got the defensive stop, but the penalty gives you a little bit of momentum. You kick it, tie the game, or do you try to take the lead?
Well, I think right now, if I was playing cards, I'd go with an open bootleg or look to a pass to the corner field, because the last 2 times that Grinnell's come up tight into there, they're playing pretty much a goal line stance. Why not pop a tight end out or kick a back out and do a quick throw?
And it seems that Grinnell hasn't been ready for a pass down here, because the runs have been right up the middle. So it definitely would be interesting to see what the Comets do here.
Well, it's no different than Grinnell did in their first shot down the field when they ran the ball over and over, and then they pulled up and throw a pass out. You just got to throw that ultimate surprise out to them, and hopefully right now Coach Shipley's going over that with them and tell them to keep their balance and don't overcommit.
4th down. This would be a huge momentum booster for Grinnell. Now getting the ball on whatever yard line, it could be stopped. But we got 1 wide receiver to the left. Parkins will be backfield with Russell to his left. This is a huge play here. 4th down and goal from the 2. 2 backs actually with Parkins.
Yeah, actually, they're almost a 3 quarterback. Yeah, they got a split pro set. They're going
hand off middle. He's going to be blown up.
That is
what
a
a
great
tackle.
Stop. Trent Miller on the hit again. That's utilizing the stunt and having success with it. That is a great hit.
Miller and Kirby both blew it up in the backfield, and Grinnell gets a huge stop. That was basically the same play before.
That's one of those deals. You got to take the risk, and they took the risk, and they're going to come out of it. What, on the 6-yard line?
Yeah, 6-yard line. So
they're not even in the hole.
Yeah. An impressive defensive play with a defense that 2 weeks ago probably wouldn't have made that play.
That's right. So 6:30 left in the game. Let's see what this Tiger offense could do.
Strand's all alone in the gun. Nope, he hands off. And here goes Schulte. He cuts up field and is wrapped down.
Excellent run off to the right-hand side. He had the blocks in the right place.
Solid carry. That'll bring up about 2nd down and 1.
Yes, I talked earlier in the game about what is the momentum in the right place. When you have those plays, you can go ahead and pick up 8-9 yards. Those are momentum plays.
Strand in the gun. Here comes the blitz by North Polk. It'll be a handoff and stuffed.
They were waiting for him.
Yeah, took a hard hit there. This O-line is kind of consistent, kind of not. We'll get those good blocks, and then sometimes can't seem to do it.
Yeah, right now I think Grinnell's offensive line actually has a little bit more weight and stockiness on them than the North Polk side, and they could hold their own out there. Let's see what Coach Shipley has to say to get this offense cranked up out there.
2nd timeout of the game used for Shipley. He's only going to have 1 left, and with 5:28 in the first half, obviously going to use it here. It's 3rd down and 1 from the 17. Tigers' running game really has been able to get solid gains of 5s, and then Schulte's had his good carries of more than 10 or more, but we'll see.
The big thing that really puts that into play is utilizing those blocking lanes, because if you can't get your offensive tackles and guards to create those blocking lanes, penetrate, get the linebackers, get the defensive tackle out of the way, you're just going to have them collapsing on your running backs.
Right.
And you know, when you're getting 7-8 yards a shot, that's telling me that we're doing our job inside those trenches.
10-7, 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Grinnell will set up here on a 3rd down and 1 situation at their own 17-yard line. More breeze coming through tonight. Wind's cooling down here. 1 wide receiver look, 2 backs. Strand will sit under center here. And ready for the blitz. Here's a handoff to Schulte. He's tripped. Did he get there? Yes, he did, I think. And it is.
Yep.
1st down.
Moving those sticks. That's a good thing to see. You know, that South Tama game, we didn't see the sticks move very much, so it's definitely a positive. Brett Clayton up front there over the center, he's doing a good job getting that nose guard out of the way and kind of helped open that side up, even though 1 or 2 yards it helped get that 1st down.
Strand under center, 2 backs again. He'll take it on the end around himself, and we got a flag thrown in late. Probably holding on Grinnell. I'm not sure if that was designed. It kind of seemed a little bit.
Yeah, look, a little bit of a broken play. I didn't see, didn't really have too many linemen around him to clog it up to actually have a holding, but that looks like that's what we have, is a holding on the Grinnell offense.
Yep.
So we'll be going back 5.
Now, obviously, Grinnell's penalty flag on the offsides on the field goal was big, but I mean, really, that can be covered up. But this is another time Grinnell just kind of shoots themselves in the foot here. More flags.
10 yards being marched off, so here we are. We're sitting 1st and 20, almost back where we started, and that's definitely not a good thing for us.
Considering we've only passed the ball once tonight. This is about the same as South Tama. We only passed the ball once in the first half. Strand back to throw here, looking near sideline. This is almost picked off. Got lucky there. Little underthrown.
Yep, looks like 34. That's Alex Farmer.
Double coverage on that far side of the field.
I don't think that Strand has the arm that Kaufman does, and you know, you're looking at, it wasn't a long pass, about 25, 30-yard pass, but it didn't have the accuracy that was out there.
Right. 2nd down and 20. Strand, handoff, and stuffed, really.
Yeah, our near side of the field here, the North Polk side of the field, they actually just Our offensive line kind of broke down. Wilbur Johnson on this side missed a tackle there, and they just got penetration on us.
Third down and 22 for the Tigers. Long way to go here. This is such a hit or miss situation if you see a run or a pass. And what do we got here? Official timeout.
I misspoke on that. It was Wilbur White.
Yeah.
Not Wilbur Johnson. Wilbur White, number 77. I've kind of watched Wilbur grow up over the years. He's turned into a pretty good football player.
Yes, he has.
He has some speed on him for a big guy, and that's definitely what you need out there in that position.
I'm not sure what the whole official timeout was about. Maybe checking clock, possibly. Third down. Yeah. Third down, 22. Don't get a safety. Strand takes the end around and is stuffed. Is that a safety? Oh, it's close, but it's not.
Yeah, we just need to kick that ball out of there and get some field position and have it clear out a little bit.
Strand tried the end around bootleg and comes up short. Fourth down. Grinnell has a good defensive stop. Can't get out of their own sideline, or their own side.
Yeah, 3 minutes 15 seconds left in the half here, and we're 4th and 28. Decent bounce.
Yeah, solid punt. This will go at about 35-yard line. So now it's up to the Tigers, who don't get the ball back at halftime, to shut down the Comets once again or hold them to at least 3.
Well, the defense actually had a break there, so let's see what they could do to come out and put a little pressure on North Polk's offense.
.308 left. Parkins sits with 2 backs, and they're going to look to change the play here. From the 34 to Grinnell. Parkins. Hand off to Russell. He'll cut outside, and he's wrapped up.
Yeah, good pursuit by Nick Prop there. 52, Corbin Klein also staying home, but Prop coming from that far side, that's an excellent job coming from defensive end position.
Good pursuit.
Pop's just a big player.
Yeah, very big.
I don't know what's his. He's 6'4", 220 pounds. He actually carries himself quite well out there, and
at the tight end position.
Yeah, good pursuit from a defensive end standpoint.
Second down and 12. Parkins has Russell to his right. Russell moves in motion here to the left. Here's Parkins. Hand off the middle to Russell. Cuts through and is still fighting, and he's finally dropped.
Yeah, initially hit in there by Bryson Klein and just didn't have the oomph to go ahead and carry him through.
Third down and about 4.
North Polk's tackle on that far side and guard, they did a good job isolating our defensive lineman out of the way.
1:47 left. Grinnell can hold here. You got to guess this is 4-down territory. Here's Parkins on the pass. Looks over the middle. This thing's going to be caught by Russell, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10.
Yeah. Coverage was kind of weak there. Quade Pinkerton actually brought him down. It was a good tackle, but that's a little bit too much to give up when you're looking at 1:34 left in the half.
Right.
We're only down or up by 3 points.
The no huddle offense, the chains had to move, so the clock starts again. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Parkins. Hand off to Russell. Russell's got a big hole, and he's going to be dropped The clock continues to move.
I can't see who that. I think that's Trent Miller made the initial hit, and Kirby also, and looks like the whole right side of the Grinnell side line kind of gang tackled. It was a good effort on alls.
4 yards to go. Parkins with 1 minute left. Handoff. Russell cutting, and he is short. That's got to be from the 1.
44 seconds here. Grinnell needs to make a stiff goal line stance.
Yeah.
We can't be going into halftime, hanging our heads because we got scored on. They got to toughen up and go into that building proud with the heads up in the air.
North Polk wants to think about it. 31 seconds left. 3rd down from the 1. This is very similar.
It'll be interesting if they go out and they come out with that pro shot with the shotgun and try to run off that far left-hand side.
Right.
They seem to be favoring their left side of the field. So
yeah, the right side's been blown up quite a bit tonight. I just wondered, North Polk shut down last time. If they don't get the ball back, or if they don't get the ball in the end zone here, would they try the field goal? Well, they don't have any timeouts left, so this is really just a setup.
yeah, they got 2 downs to try to punch it in.
Yeah.
And, at this standpoint right now, yes, 3 points for the tie, but I think if I was a gambling man, I'd give it 2 honest shots and try to get ahead.
Yeah, you want the ball going in or you want the lead.
Yep, go in being either 13-10 or go in at 14-10 and be up on top.
Here we go. Half a minute left. 3rd down and 1. 3rd goal and 1. Third and goal from the 1 yard line. Watkins has 1 or 2 backs.
Yep, they're coming up with that shotgun pro set, strong side to the right-hand side. We'll see if they do it. Go to that weak side.
High snap, up in the air.
Oh,
He's going to be wrapped up.
Excellent job, Tigers. Excellent job.
That was a really high snap. Kind of delayed the play a little bit. Clock keeps ticking. 4th down.
Pop in there, Klein in there.
They're going to run on the field. They're going to try to get a field goal here.
Good penetration by Brett Clayton.
They're going to line this up quickly. 5 seconds. Grinnell gets set, snap, kick on the way. It is good. Pretty nice job there.
Go to halftime tied, so I'd rather give up 3 than give up 7. So that defense, they did a good job, good stance there. And
2 goal line stands. Very impressive.
It's pretty tough anymore to come out and block a kick after or even a 3-point kick. So
props to North Polk. They only gave 15 seconds there to get that kicking team lined up, and they did really well. So
yeah, and they didn't get a penalty for being delayed.
Yeah.
So going into it 10-10, that's a pretty solid night for the Tigers, and going to half, and let's see what Shipley could come back out with a little bit of motivation for him.
All right. Well, 10-10. Grinnell's tied with North Polk here at the end of the first half. We'll catch you back for the second half of action. Again, Grinnell tied with North Polk 10-10 at the end of 1. Second half of action is just about 2 minutes away from getting back to get going again. Grinnell is tied 10-10 here at the end of the first half as we get set for the second half of action here at TT Cranny Field. 10-10. Grinnell and North Polk are deadlocked. We saw in the first half Grinnell have 2 great, and I mean great, defensive stops, both inside the 5. So that's one thing Grinnell can really bank on. North Polk was able to get a field goal with about 15 seconds left in the first half. That was able to give them the tie going into the locker room. They do get the ball to start the second half here so far. But nonetheless, Grinnell has nothing to be afraid of, or nothing to be ashamed of so far. 2 great D-line stops inside the red zone, inside the goal line, and also an interception earlier in the game. There's a lot of momentum circulating so far. Grinnell has a lot to keep their head up about in this ball game. Like we said, Grinnell going for their first win of the season. North Polk trying to go to a 2-1 record above 500. The wind out of the east at about 3.5 miles per hour. The temperature at game time or kickoff was about 74 degrees. It's dropped down to about 65 degrees right now, so definitely cooled off. Still a good football weather. All the field goals have been able to go in so far, so really no problem there for both teams. But we'll see what the Tigers can do here in the second half and see if they can take down North Polk for their first win of the season. Grinnell's kicking team heads out onto the field for the first time here in the second half. North Polk will get ready to receive to start this second half. We possibly saw momentum shifting a little bit. Grinnell's defense stayed strong, but definitely the offense kind of tampered off just a little bit. So I'll have to see what they do here to start this second half.
Yeah, hopefully Coach Shipley got in that locker room and got them pumped up a little bit and made some of those corrections on where they were breaking down in that secondary on their defense. But
Dylan kicks this one deep, and the second half of action is underway. This kick will be taken at about the 3-yard line. He'll head upfield. Alex Farmer tries the trip, but he runs into a herd of tacklers and is finally brought down. So they'll start from the 27-yard line of their own. And for North Polk, it's been a mixture of running and passing. For the Tigers, they've only passed the ball twice.
yeah, I think really for the North Polk coaches, they got to look at how they can attack that 53 defense that Grinnell's presenting at them. Look at the short side coverage, see if they can't open up. You can only see right here the pockets there. They could actually get a toss in there.
Parkins hands off right, and it's almost brought.
Yeah, that was a good fake.
Yeah, faked me out. I thought that was going to be wrapped up, but Parkins kept it. I don't know if he got a yard. Maybe he did. I don't think he did. Maybe second and maybe a half. Nonetheless, second down 10. Second down 9 they'll give him. Second down 9. Parkins will set back to throw. He looks, fires short. This thing's going to be caught quickly. He's going to head upfield and is tripped down. That was almost maybe picked. At least from here it looked like it. Close on the far side.
Yeah, kind of a breakdown on that initial hit there, but Bryson Klein, he come up, made the stop. Good wrap up around the legs and brought him down.
Fresh set of downs for the Comets. A little bit of confusion here offensively once again. Seems to be a problem for the Comets so far. 2 minutes or 1 minute's already passed by here. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Parkins, high snap. He's going to bobble it, throws near sideline. This is going to be caught nonetheless, and nice wrap up by Farmer.
Yeah, it's too bad they couldn't have capitalized on that. Parker Schulte come over, saw the high snap, and I think he just thought it was going to be a bad pass, but then in turn come out to this wide receiver and kind of missed the tackle right off the bat, but then caught up with him and brought him down.
Coach Shipley fired up on the sidelines, really snapping, trying to get attention there on the sideline. Second down and 9 despite the tip pass. We've seen a few of those high snaps tonight. Parkins has 1 back. Changing signals here. Russell will be to his right. Parkins, handoff, Russell middle. He is met and driven down.
Yep, Corbin Klein hit him with a good pretty affirmative hit, and Quade Pinkerton also in there on that hit.
3rd down and 9.
Looks like the Tiger defense is kind of switching some players out. I notice on the far side, Kevin Warner's in on left side tackle, and kind of mixing up the batch inside there.
3rd down and 9 from their own 39. Parkins back to throw. He looks under pressure. He'll step up in the pocket. Here comes Miller in pursuit. He's going to be chased down, gets past, and out of bounds. 1st down.
There was a huge block in the back that was missed there.
Yeah.
Parker Schulte just got laid out on this as he's coming to approach that. That should have been a
block in the back.
Should have been a block in the back. We should have saw a yellow flag thrown on that one.
Nonetheless, the chains move. Fresh set here for the Comets. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They line up the same way they did just a play ago. Getting signals from the left side. Again, this no-huddle offense that North Polk's running. Parkins. Back to throw again. Looks, fires near sideline, and it's dropped. That was almost picked.
Yeah, I had good pursuit on this side. Pop was coming in and putting a little bit of pressure on the backside. That's going to be a good thing, or a good positive thing to our defense.
And coming into this game, Parkins had thrown 3 interceptions and only 1 touchdown on the season. 4 interceptions now. He also had 276 yards. He definitely proves that he's a solid quarterback. Let's see what he can do here. 2nd down and 10 on Grinnell's 46. In the gun, Parkins, handoff to Russell. No, he fires near sideline, over the top. Incomplete.
A little bit more pressure there on the inside. Brett Clayton, he just took a quick breather, but he's back in there, set that nose guard position. I think you could tell when you switch out from the starters and put in the relief players, but it's good to see him back in there.
Right. 3rd straight 3rd down here upcoming for the Comets. Let's see if Grinnell can shut them down here. Again, this is probably a punting situation, but you never know. They've passed on all times. 3rd down and 10. Parkins brings his receiver in motion. He'll set back to throw. He looks, fires deep. This is going to be hauled in. No.
Out of bounds, wasn't it?
Out of bounds. Good coverage. It was a good pass, but got a little bit behind him, but nonetheless out of bounds. So now North Polk will punt here. 4th down and 10 from the Grinnell's 46. Farmer's going to be back to receive this one. And in motion on the punt. Maybe a fake. Nope, they'll keep it. There's the punt. It's a high one. This will sky high. Farmer catches it for the fair catch.
Good choice. You got a ball up there going that high in the sky like that, and you just bring
yardage.
it in and get a good spot on the field, and let's start this offense and see what we got going on in the second half.
All right, 1st down and 10. Grinnell will set up offensively, an offense that had its good moments and had its bad moments.
We got to start out. We got to have Strand in the back.
I believe so. We actually haven't seen Kaufman at the quarterback position so far. Looks like it will be Strand. And it is. So Strand at quarterback again. He'll sit under center. That's Miller. And I think Schulte back there. Here's Strand. A handoff. Schulte cuts up field and is spun down. Good hold, though.
Like a good 6-yard carry on that.
8.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Grinnell tied with North Polk, 10-10. That was about a gain of 5. And it was. 2nd down and 5. Strand will sit back under center. 2 backs, all tight and close. Handoff, middle, and tripped. Maybe a yard. Looks like he got maybe two, maybe? This will bring up 3rd down and short.
More than it looked like. It looked like he got kind of plugged up on that far side, but he got another 3 yards out of it. So
3rd down and 2 upcoming for the Tigers. They're bringing Warren Ware out here to the left. Expect maybe a pass here. He's going to be under center. 3rd down and 2. Here comes the blitz. They're going to run it, and I don't think he got there. Short. 4th down. I don't think he maybe got a yard. 4th down.
Well, if anything, I think they lost about a half yard on that one.
Fourth down, Grinnell will send out the punting unit. The defense is moving pretty solidly, but the offense got to get clicking. Here's Strand. Good punt. Spinning in the air. This is going to get a good bounce. They're going to take it, and he's going to be breaking tackles, still going, and he's wrapped down.
Yep.
That could have been big.
Executing and not breaking down and getting the tackle, that's going to kill you every time. We had 3 missed tackles there. Number 33 come up with the finalized. I don't have a 33 on my
33
roster.
I don't either. Nonetheless, 1st down and 10. North Polk will start from the 19-yard line. That was a really good punt, and we got a good bounce out of it, too.
It was, and you know, we've seen good punts out of Tanner Strand. We've seen up at South Tammy, had some pretty good soars, had the wind with them, but they got a good roll out of that and give them some good field position to kind of recover.
So 1st down and 10, Parkins sets his offense back up. 2 backs in the gun. It'll be a handoff up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped down for a gain of about 4.
Looks like Klein on the stop inside there.
2nd down and 5 coming up.
Havel, he was in with that also.
What you don't want to see is the holes start opening up a little bit more.
That's right. It looks like right now we got Warner, Clayton at nose guard, and Havel at the right tackle.
Parkins back to throw over the middle. This is going to be off the hands. Maybe could have been picked.
Yeah,
but
Kirby looked like he was right in the area for that, and we just got to capitalize on that. You see the ball coming across, you look up. If we're not going to be making a tackle and you got a loose ball, you got to put your hands on the ball and make the interception.
Yeah, that almost looked identical to the throw that was picked off earlier in the game by Drew Kaufman. 3rd down and 5. Grinnell's defense is keeping North Polk kind of off the field. Let's see what they can do here. They got 1 lone back with Parkins. And that's Russell back there. And Coach Shipley wants a timeout.
It looks like they switched it up, put Wilbur White in there. We'll see what he could do at nose guard and put a little bit more pressure on that inside part of the offensive line.
5:53 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Grinnell tied 10-10 with North Polk. And we got a 3rd down and 5 situation upcoming for North Polk.
It'd be really nice if we get a good stop here and possibly even take the ball back either on a turnover or on loss of downs. It'd be great. We capitalize and get another points on the board.
Well, after Palmer Schulte's big runs, we haven't seen near the success that he's had in that first half. Obviously, we've only seen 1 drive, but hopefully, I mean, obviously the passing game is not what Grinnell's looking to win this game with. And this easily could be a good game that Grinnell could win. It's just,
you know, on the flip side of that, that's when you come back from a halftime, you got to look at that's good coaching from North Polk's side. You know, when you could go into half, know where you had 2 or 3 major mistakes, educate from it, and make your corrections, and you're shutting them down. I mean, I think that Grinnell still has the potential to break some of those free. We just got to hopefully we're not running out of gas. That's what it's starting to look like. I know there's quite a few substitutions going in and out that coach is putting in on defense. And
this is defensive, ground and pound, Big Ten style game. Low scoring game, and I guarantee the biggest play by one team will be the game opener. Here's a long pass by Parkins over the top of the head, incomplete. And that could have been it right there. It just has the feel that this game could be one of those games that one big play opens this thing up.
Yeah, and just hope it's a big play for Tigers and not for the Comets.
Solid pass just over the head, just a little bit. He definitely had Grinnell beat here.
Well, let's see if what Alex Farmer could do and get a good return, and let's get this ball game turned around.
Good snap, punt on the way. Farmer will call for the fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 49-yard line. So pretty solid field position. Got a little scuffle over here. Trent Miller got in a little bit of a tussle with someone. They break free.
It's really turned into great Friday night football weather.
Yeah, it
66 degrees. We got a light wind here, and
obviously better weather than they're having down south. Our thoughts and prayers are down with the people down in Florida as they prepare for Hurricane Irma, and then obviously the islands that took a hit. We'll be praying for them. First down and 10. Here's Strand under center. This is a misdirection to Schulte or to Farmer. That wasn't a bad play.
no, actually they made something out of nothing.
Yeah. They definitely blew that up in the backfield, but nice run by Farmer there. Second down and 7. They get to Comet territory here on the 47. Five minutes left here in the third quarter. Strand under center, and it's a bootleg, but we got a flag, and that was probably for the best because he would have been wrapped. And another flag. Possibly.
Yeah, it looks like we got offsides and possibly a personal foul.
Yes. That was a late flag. Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct. Tanner Strand still holding on to the football.
Let's see what the ref says here. Someone's getting asked to leave the field, so it must have been offsides on Grinnell. Offsetting personal fouls.
Interesting. So Grinnell gets the worst of that.
Well, I think a little bit that's left over from the punt.
Yeah.
There's kind of some pushing and shoving that was going on, so let's get the official, get things calmed down, and get back playing some football.
And there wasn't even a Grinnell player over there where the late flag was thrown. I think it was just words exchanged from across. So this moves the ball back to about the 48-yard line.
Yep. Well, let's see what Grinnell can do. Get out of the hole here. We're just 2 yards down, so
yeah.
2nd and 12.
And unsportsmanlike conducts can fire up offenses. Here comes Farmer in motion to the left. Strand hands off middle to Schulte. He is hit, and good fight forward though.
Yeah, good.
And the ball came out.
Good 7-yard plunge, and looks like we got a fumble.
And it is. He might be down. And it is North Polk ball. Wow. Well, he got stuffed up and then taken to the ground and lost the football on his way down.
Well, I kind of thought we got a grasp on the ball.
Yeah.
In the, obviously, in South Tama game, we fumbled a couple times.
Yeah.
Something we're just going to have to learn to put both arms around the ball and hold on tight.
So Grinnell's defense will come right back out, and it's back to the trenches. Watkins at quarterback. Russell to his right. We got 2 men coming over here to the near side.
Good adjustment by the defense on the slide there.
Russell's heading upfield. We got a flag in the backfield, though. He's going to be tripped up and rep down, but there's a late flag. This will most likely be on.
Yeah, good stop by Alex Farmer coming across there. Looked like probably a holding on this Polk side of the field.
And both teams tonight. Good plays, penalties, bring them back. We're seeing it often.
Seems like the good always comes with the bad.
Exactly.
You know, that's how we look at the teams like the Pellas and the Dowlings and Norwalk, and they capitalize as you reduce those penalties, and then you start to make those big plays work.
Right. He had a timeout by someone. I think they're just respotting the ball, maybe. No one was counted for the timeout. 4.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. We got a tied ball game, 10-10. Oh, it was an injury over here. It was Palmer Schulte. He seems to be fine up and walking. But not the man you want to see go down for the Grinnell Tigers, but he should be all right as he runs off the field. So this sets them back pretty far. It'll be first down. First down at about 20.
Well, almost 25.
Yeah. Close. First and 24. They're going to count it. So let's see if the defense can hold here. They come out with Watkins and Russell in the backfield all alone. Watkins is in the gun. Watkins back to throw. He looks near sideline. This is going to be incomplete. That was close. Another lucky break there.
Yeah, you know, and he had his hands on the ball. It just didn't capitalize, didn't bring it back in. That's one thing is coming from the coaching standpoint, you just kind of grit your teeth and say, we got to work on it next week in practice. But, you know, he really didn't have a whole lot of pressure on him either.
Yeah. Defense sets up, second down 24 upcoming. The winds have definitely picked up just a little bit here. Watkins, screenplay out to the left side, and that's a good tackle on the backfield.
Can't see who that was. 84.
I think it was Blake Prussia there, far side. Number 5, maybe. That's who I thought I got. Third down, 23. Grinnell could use a big stop here. Chains are quite a while away. Third down. This will most likely be a pass. Here's Watkins in the gun. He will set back to throw. Fires short to Russell. He's got great blocking downfield and a good pursuit. And he will be wrapped down. He's short. 4th down to 9. Good blocking, though.
Quade Pinkerton in there with the good solid hit. Looked like Alex Farmer walking away with a little bit of a limp, and Trent Miller is also in there. So
Farmer came running in. Got tripped up just a little bit, but nonetheless. North Polk will bring out the punting unit. Once again, the defense prevails. And we'll see Farmer ready to take back this punt. But they've been able to get pressure to him. We may see just a fair catch. Here's the punt sent deep. Farmer fair catches, and it's caught at about the 21-yard line.
Had a little bit of leg room in there. I think if he would have second thought, he may have took that and did a little bit of running.
Yeah.
Alex in the past has had some pretty good punt returns and kick returns.
So first down and 10 was where the Tigers will set up, 22-yard line, 10-10. This is one of those games where the pressure is just on. One team scores, it can really derail another team's momentum. And like I said earlier, one big play could open this thing up. Strand is still the quarterback. He's going to have Miller and I believe Palmer behind him. Hand off to Palmer, and he is met.
Yeah, our offensive line on the left-hand side just broke down. It's almost like we over-penetrated the defensive line, let them crash on us, and didn't pick it up. That's always a tough thing when you're playing on offense. If you think if I could do a bump and run, but that puts a lot of pressures on your running backs, and you're going to pay for it in the end.
Second down and 13 now. Grinnell could use a huge play here. Strand under center. Pressure coming from North Polk, and that thing was blown up. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, they had a wide open blitz on that thing coming off the left-hand side. That linebacker was crashing. He was almost across the line of scrimmage before the ball was even snapped, but he was right in there.
And we get another third down and long situation. It's happening more than often, more than we want it to. So let's see what they can do here. With 1:54 left here in the third quarter, a really fast-moving third quarter, it feels like.
Yeah, the big thing is, you know, when we're in a position like this, we need to get out of the hole. We don't want to give them an opportunity to turn around and get an easy 7 points on us.
Right. Third down. Strand. Back to throw. He's under pressure. He'll roll out of the pocket. He looks, fires back to Farmer, and it's over his head. Almost would have been a first down, but couldn't hang on to it. Fourth down.
Yeah, I think Alex was watching the yard lines there because he was almost right on the first down marker.
I feel like it would have been a first down if he would have caught it.
Yeah, I do too. 4th and 12 here. Let's get out of our area here and get the ball on the other side of the field and let defense take over again.
This is turning into which defense gets the most time to take rest off the field. Tanner Strand back to punt. He'll receive it, sends it deep. Good punt. And fair catch at the 40-yard line.
I think if he would have done the fair catch, he may have been paying his dues from Blake Prusha, who was coming right at him.
So they set up again. Not in the best field position if you're Grinnell, but it's not bad. And they've had quite a few third down opportunities to shut them down. So
right now, Grinnell just needs to come up with a solid defensive set of downs, stop them, get a punt out of them, and get a good return, and get back into offense. We need to get the groove so we're playing on the opposite side of the field instead of always in the hole.
First down 10 from the 41. Here's Parkins. High snap. Hands off to Russell. He's up the middle and is hit hard. Gain of about 3.
Solid hit. Looks like Hovel hit him on the far side there.
Farmer and Schulte playing both sides of the ball. Obviously wearing out. Second down and 7. 2 backs by Parker. High snap. Confusion, and there's a fumble.
Excellent.
Is it Grinnell's ball?
I think that's Grinnell's ball.
Is it Grinnell's ball? Is it Grinnell's ball? And it is! Grinnell football!
I tell you what, that was good determination by Pop.
Yeah.
He did not give up, and he kept pursuing that quarterback. And those are the things that are going to pay you off in the long run. We've just been looking. So that's the second big defensive play that Grinnell's put in for this evening with the interception, now this fumble recovery. And let's capitalize from it. Let's make some ball run, and let's put some points on the board.
It was a high snap, and then there was just confusion on who was going to take it, and then it was fumbled. Grinnell gets great field position. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. They'll start from the 44-yard line. Let's see if Grinnell can put this thing in the end zone. Here's Strand under center. Blitz coming. He'll hand off to Miller. Miller cuts in the hole, and that ball comes out.
I think Grinnell's back on that one, though.
Let's see. More confusion, and second down. They keep the ball. That was close.
Yeah, it was. You know, and Trent hasn't carried the ball a lot. I think we just got to get the hands on the ball and make sure that we're covering everything up.
So 2nd down and 10. This could be the last play of the quarter right here. What a defensive game it's been so far. They may just let this thing run out, and they probably will.
You know, there's been a lot of penalties, but actually we're kind of quick-moving quarters compared to what we have the last 3 games.
That'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. We're headed to the 4th. This is going to get good. 10-10. We're all deadlocked here in TT Cranny Field. Grinnell's tied with North Polk.
Well, now's the time to do it. Grinnell hasn't been in this situation all year, and we just got to go ahead and make the move and say that we're a better team than them. And I think it would be good for the football program. It's good for those kids out there on the field if they can walk away with a win tonight.
Be a big momentum booster to get a win tonight and then go to Bondurant Farrar, who hasn't won a game yet. So to have a little bit of momentum would be huge. One more quarter. When they do get back going, Grinnell will start from their own 41-yard line, or we'll start on the opposing 41-yard line, I should say. Now, Wyatt Dillon's kicking range is kind of a toss-up. I don't think he can make a field goal from absolutely this distance, but if he could just get a little bit closer, it's definitely a possibility to punch Comets back a little bit further.
Yeah, I think Wyatt has a little bit of leg to him. Definitely he's been practicing a lot, and you know, he's had a little bit of coaching and teaching from past place kicker Chris Wells, so I think that he'd have the opportunity, he could capitalize on it.
Pop in motion to the right here, Strand. It's a toss out to Farmer. Farmer's got a hold. He's going to move and is dropped down. Interesting tackle. That'll bring up to like 3rd down and maybe 9. A toss. We haven't seen a toss a lot tonight.
No, you know, one thing we have to really work on is, you notice that when we had number 77, Wilbur White, coming out and he's blocking downfield, he's got to find the person, and we have to isolate that person. The same thing with our guards when we're doing our blocking, so that back knows where to go. It seems like we're still kind of unsure of who we're going to be tackling or who we're going to be blocking out there.
3rd down and 8. Strand under center. Oh.
There's a nice 5 yards to help us move it down the field a little bit.
That was perfect. A blitzing defense gets caught.
And we've been pretty fortunate. Every time that they have thrown a blitz at us, that's usually when we got the Schulte touchdown the first half.
Right.
We've had some pretty good runs off it in the first half when they come in blitz. So if we could recognize it, we can make something happen out of it.
3rd down and 3. It shortens the field just a little bit. A college kicker could make this field goal. Let's see if Grinnell, though, can keep that out of their mind and get the 1st down. Strand under center. He's going to have Farmer with him in the backfield. Strand, a handoff to Farmer, straight ahead, and he's going to be knocked down immediately.
Yeah, we had breakdown on this left-hand side of the line. We just we're getting beat off the line, and we're not getting to the places we're supposed to be blocking, and it's just hurting us.
4th down and 2. Let's see if Shipley goes for it, and he's going to. So they're going to keep Dillon on the sideline. They're going to try this thing. The pass, or the running game has been your bread and butter all game. Let's see if they go back to it. 4th down and 2. Strand under center. We may see a huge blitz. It'll be a handoff middle, and did he get it? I think he did.
I think he did, too.
Yes, he did. 1st down, Grinnell. Alex Farmer. No, that was Palmer Schulte.
Palmer Schulte.
Stretches the ball. That was a good second chance effort.
Good line surge on the left-hand side. Help him push through there and get that 1st down.
Field goal opportunity. I know we keep coming back to that, but in a game like this, 10 minutes left, where you have really seen not a lot of scoring, you got to feel any point could really help you. First down and 10. Pop in motion back to the left. We may see another toss. It'll be a handoff middle to Schulte. He cuts up through a great hole, and that'll be a nice gain.
Looks like, what did he get, 4 or 5 on that one?
Yeah, possibly. They might give him 3. Not as generous. Such a huge drive here. Second down and 7. They're at the 24. Second down and 7, 9.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 2 backs once again. Strand under center. Here's the snap. Handoff middle, and he is blown up.
I don't know what's happening on this left-hand side of the line, but we're just breaking down and missing our blocking assignments. And that's 3 or 4 big plays in a row, and it's just hurting us.
Key offensive lineman Gareth James is out tonight. Not really sure why, but he is out, and he's a huge factor, offensive and defensively. So, could possibly be a factor here. Nonetheless, third down and 7. They didn't lose or gain anything. They're at the 24-yard line. Let's see if Grinnell can do it here again. Keep an eye on Blake Crucial on that right side. He's probably been a decoy all game. Let's see what he can do here. Strand, roll out. Strand gonna take it himself. He's got some speed. Gets to the edge and is wrapped out. And we got a late flag, possibly a late hit.
Yeah, I think it's a late hit out of bounds, looks like.
Nice run by Strand. We saw that earlier in the game. Kind of worked.
Tanner's pretty quick on his feet. You know, we've seen that over the years. And
this is a first down, and I'm pretty sure it's a block, or it's a late block. And this student section gets a little bit more fired up now that Grinnell is getting inside the red zone.
Well, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to get that ball in the barn and get 7 points on the scoreboard, and let's move on and get over this hump of 10-10.
First down and goal. From the 9-yard line, Grinnell's going to try to punch this thing in. This would be huge. Strand under center. He'll hand off to Schulte. Schulte cuts up the middle. Did he get close? He's close. Maybe at the 1. Or close, 1 or 2 yard line. About at the 3, maybe.
About 3-yard line, looks like.
Second down at 4. They give it to him at the 4-yard line. This is so big. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Second and 4. Let's see if they get something done here.
Grinnell puts this in. This place will erupt. 2 wide receivers. Farmer to the right. They're going to stack that box defensively. Strand. Handoff. Schulte swinging, cutting, and he is in. Can we get the signal?
Well, everybody but the ref has given the signal
right
now.
Let's see. He may be short. And they're going to count him short. Just short. Oh, no, he isn't. Touchdown.
Yep.
Well, one said touchdown. One said...
Yeah, I think we're going to go 3rd and 1.
Interesting. One said touchdown, one didn't. 3rd and 1, this is a huge play.
All right, let's see this offensive line dig their heels in. Let's get a good line search here and see if we can't put 6 points on the board.
3rd and 1, goal line. Here's Strand, and the ball is fumbled, and never mind, it went in.
And they get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Grinnell.
I can't see
who was that? Possibly Farmer, I want to say. Wow. Huge play for the Tigers.
I couldn't tell.
Nonetheless, it's a score. 16-10. Grinnell leads. They're going to set up for a field goal attempt here. Dillon going to try to make this a 7-point game. Here's the snap, hold, Dillon, kick is up, and it is good.
Good work.
17-10, Grinnell capitalizes off a fumble, and the Tigers take the lead, 17-10.
Yeah, we'll have to follow up on that. I don't know if that was Schulte or that was Farmer on that carry. Pretty congested down in there on the goal line.
I thought they fumbled. It looked like Strand made a gesture like he had fumbled the football. (17-10) with 7 minutes left. Grinnell's got something to fight for now. Now the defense has played like really well. They've played great. Let's just see if they can hang on to this.
Well, hopefully with the offense spent the time on the field like that, give our defense, key people a little bit to rest. But unfortunately, when we're running about 3 or 4 of the key people on the line, both ways, that's always going to take a little bit of toll on Brett Clayton in there, Wilbur White in there. Of course, you got Klein playing both ways. So, ultimately, the part of being a small school is going to catch up with you. And, we don't have the numbers to compete like a lot of the bigger schools having people play single-sided. So
Dillon sets his foot, kicks it deep. This is kind of like a squib kick. This will be taken by Russell. He's got plenty of blockers, but good wrap-up, and he's down quickly.
Look like Alex Farmer, Warner over there, and Hobble over there. So
one thing's for sure, that sideline for the Tigers is pumped up. Coach Shipley trying to get his team fired up. 6:54 left.
Blake Prussia also in on that stop.
Let's see if they can do anything here. Parkins and Russell. Parkins is the man in the gun position. It'll be a handoff middle to Russell. Russell gets a big hole and has a nice gain of about 5.
Corbin Klein there on the tackle, the initial hit. Brett Clayton also in there helping out. Good stop there off to the left-hand side.
Second down and 5. 6.5 minutes left. One wide receiver here near side, one to the left. Here's Parkins. Brings his wide receiver in, tosses it to him. Nick Pop comes through the line, can't get to him. And nice tackle. Trent Miller.
Trent Miller, yeah. He's playing a solid game, filling in the holes where he needs to be filling in.
Third down.
I haven't seen the old reverse play or give and go, as some may call it, in a long time, but Grinnell Tigers did a great job playing defense on that.
Crucial third down here. You got to think for North Polk, it's all 4-down situations here.
A little bit smaller defensive line in and see if we can have some quickness and maybe get a little bit deeper penetration.
Parkins back to throw, rolls out, looks, and caught. That should be a first down, and it is. Nice throw.
Farmer Schulte on the coverage there. Pretty much stopped it right where he caught the ball, so not much of a gain after the catch.
They're going to line up quickly. Russell moving, and this is a legal formation for North Polk.
Well, actually, I think Grinnell had 12 guys on the field, so it's going to be 5 yards on the Tigers.
With a team that runs no huddle, you got to believe that they're always going to be going really hard, and just like that, that was quick movement, and Grinnell was not ready for it. No, it's toward North Polk.
Well, we got lucky there. They
so this will move the Comets back. Should be first down and 15.
Is it, what do they call it? Legal
formation, possibly.
Legal formation or motion, but I kind of have to agree with the North Polk crowd here that we had 12 people on the field and didn't get off in time.
Lucky break. First down at 15, 5:19 remaining. Parkins. Play fake. Looking. Throws across his chest. No, he fakes it. Still looking. He'll fire this one deep, and it is caught. Got behind the backs, and that's a huge play. A little bit of confusion. Bryson Klein looked like he got.
Yeah, we were pretty close. I think if the ref would have been in the right place there, we probably would have got called with a little bit of interference. But fortunately, they caught the ball. We got away with it, and they still got the yardage on us.
Russell, quick snap, and the ball's out! Fumble, and Grinnell hops on it.
Trent Miller on the recovery there, being right place, right time. That's Grinnell football.
A rushed play. Whoever that, I don't know who knocked it free, but Trent Miller jumps on the football, and that is a huge play for the Tigers.
Well, great movement by the Tigers here. We just got to keep going with it. That's third turnover that they've created, and now it's time for us to put another 7 points on the board.
See if they milk clock here. 4:54 left, 17-10. Grinnell leads. Strand has the ball under center here. Here's the snap, run middle. Nice carry by Schulte.
Yeah, Schulte's not showing any bit of weakness right now.
No.
He's putting his legs underneath it and carrying that ball well. Looks like he put his shoulder down right behind Havel on that far right-hand side.
It's a gain of about 6. Second down and 4 should be the call here upcoming. And it is. Grinnell has the ball on their own 27.
Well, Coach Shipley ought to be proud of this offensive line. There seemed to be had some weak times throughout the game, but they're kind of pulling it back together and still hanging strong here with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game.
Second down and 3, actually. Here's Strand under center. Hand off to Schulte. Nice hole. He may be short 1 yard. No, he's not. First down. Nice job. The clock is on our side.
Every time Schulte puts his hands on the ball, I'm just impressed that he is a solid runner. He puts his shoulder to it and does a great job.
17-10. Grinnell leads. 3:48 remaining. The clock is our friend. First down and 10. Ball on our 31. Strand. Hand off to Schulte. He gets around the edge. We got a flag, and he is dropped to the ground.
Well, anytime you see a flag back in the backfield like that, I would say we have some type of holding.
Yeah.
And again, fortunately, that's what we have. So it's going to be going 10 yards back. So we'll be reset it down. It's in 1st and 20.
Yeah. North Polk still not yet to use their timeouts. Probably just waiting to see if they can get the ball back and then use them if needed.
North Polk declined that.
Interesting. Would the clock have kept moving if they would have accepted? Maybe that's interesting.
Well, that is an interesting call coming from the North Polk coaching staff here, but
possible confidence in their defense here.
If I'm Coach Shipley, I'm not going to argue with it, and
No.
we'll take that one on the chin and keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, and the clock keeps moving. I guess it just becomes a second down instead of a first down. That may have been all they're going with. They must trust their defense well enough, considering Grinnell's basically taken 3 downs to get a first. Second down and 12. 3:18 left. Strand, handoff middle to Schulte. He's up through a hole, and he's tripped up.
Excellent penetration off that right side. By far, all of our running game is going off the right-hand side, and we're doing a lot better job of blocking on that right-hand side of the line.
Yeah. And in these situations, you see it all the time. Usually, one of the lines is going to wear out. Usually, it's the D line. This is a huge chance for Grinnell to break something open here. 2:40 left. Third down and 4. Strand under center. Hands off, middle, Schulte spinning, and he's not going to get there. Short. So You're definitely going to punt this one.
Yep, Tigers come up short on that one. 3rd and 2, maybe?
Yeah.
Or excuse me,
down,
4th and 2.
Timeout for the Comets.
I think Coach Shipley's got to take a good hard look at whether he wants to throw that gamble out there and have basically North Polk take over right there, or send them back down the field about another 35, 40 yards.
So a game that has relied so much on Grinnell's defense will come down to Grinnell's defense once again. We've seen a pick, we've seen a fumble recovery, we've seen another fumble recovery. So it should be interesting to see what Grinnell does here. So here we go out of the timeout. 2:26 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Grinnell coming close, trying to get their first win of the season.
Well, it looks like the Tiger punting team's on the field. We'll see what happens here.
We don't need a block. Tanner Strand's been able to get these off pretty well. Let's see what happens here. Here's the snap, good snap. Strand sends this one high into the air and will bounce. Nice punt, out of bounds. Nice play.
Looks like about 27 yards.
About, yeah. This is it. One more drive for the Comets.
Well, we're at the point where you just kind of pull your big boy pants up and dig in. We're going to play some defense here. And, you know, the Tigers, I think they got the ability to put the stop on here. And you've been pretty fortunate turnovers. You know, I think they're starting to loosen up the way they hold the ball. So
Parkins fumbles the snap. He throws it over the middle. Wide open. Good catch. He's going to head down the far sideline. Farmer can't get to him, and he's finally wrapped down at the 50-yard line. Big throw there. They're going to run hurry up for sure.
You can't see on the far side if that was Bryson Klein or, nope, 34, Alex Farmer on the stop.
Possibly. This is the same situation North Polk was in last year. Grinnell lost to North Polk 36-33 at North Polk. North Polk had the chance at the end of the game, went downfield, scored. Grinnell ended up losing. It was a problem last year that the Tigers couldn't finish games. Tonight they're looking to close this one out, and I don't know what they're going to figure out here.
The big thing we got to look at, though, is that secondary of making sure that our safety and corners are playing where they need to be, putting into that zone area, and then our linebackers are not overcommitting. You know, basically we got in a point there where our linebackers kind of got out of where they should have been, and they just overloaded us.
Clock problems there. They moved this clock back to 2:11 left. First down and 10 from the 50. The Comets got to go 50 yards. Let's see if Grinnell's defense can hold. Parkins back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to fire near sidelines, and that's caught out of bounds. Wow, nice catch. And that's a first down, too.
You know, there again, you look at your defensive end pulling up on and picking up the outside coverage, and your linebackers just playing the zone and getting a little bit short where they should be. So you're either going to give those up or you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere.
Second down and 3. Wasn't a first down. Parkins back to throw. He looks to the left sideline, fires over the top. This is going to be incomplete. I thought that was picked off. 1:58 left, third down and 3. Parkins took a hit at the end of that play. I'm not sure who he hit, but he was shaking his right arm there.
Yeah, the defensive line, they got a little bit smaller line in there with Warner, number 60.
Pops down there. It's number 60, yeah. Third down and 3. This is 4-down territory nonetheless. Watkins in the gun. He'll set back to throw. Looks near sidelines. Fires up in the air. This is over the top of his head.
That's
Fourth down.
Pretty decent coverage there.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a little bit of improvement. Looked like Wyatt Dillon was coming over to pick it up. You got Schulte on the backside, and then Kirby is filling in that safety position. So maybe learned a little bit of what they had errors on the far side.
This is it. 4th down and 3. I'm not going to say this could be for the game, but it most likely could be.
Well, we definitely need to get the stop
Yes.
here. They're not going to be punting the ball.
No.
They're going to be going for a touchdown just like anyone else would be in this position.
4th down and 3, 1 back behind Watkins. He'll set back to throw. He looks, pressure coming over the middle. This is going to be caught. What a catch. 1st down. That's a clutch grab. Ryan Fash.
Yep. Bryson Klein and Ethan Kirby come up on that coverage.
1:43 left. The clock stops to move the chains. They'll start from the 28, 1st down and 10. 4 wide receivers. Parkins. Back to throw again. Looking. Under pressure. Pop! Missed him.
Yes.
And the ball
we
comes
got a
out.
fumble.
Picked up. Is that an incomplete pass?
They must have declared it a forward motion with his
Forward
hand.
motion, yeah.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Oh. Late flag. I think that was Nick Pop that came with pressure. I can't be
Nick
sure.
Pop was definitely right on the quarterback there, and
Must
hopefully we have some aggressions. Looks like a personal foul.
Yes, personal foul against North Polk. It's a big setback.
You know, unfortunately, when you're getting down to the go time here, everyone's emotions are running a little bit stronger, and you know, obviously somebody missed their block on that side, and Pop made a good defensive push there.
The 41-yard line is where North Polk will set up. 2nd down and a little ways to go. 1.5 minutes left. Can Grinnell hold on? They got a while to go to the 1st down. This is 2nd down and 23. 2 timeouts left. Parkins in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Parkins back to throw. Looking, he's firing deep. It is over the top, and we're going to get pass interference.
That was an uncatchable, and he was falling down. That's kind of a misfortune. They're going to get 15 yards out of
Wyatt
that.
Dillon confused as everybody up here in the booth. That was not catchable. Wow. Very, very interesting call there indeed. That was way over the head. Well, they'll set it up again. 1st down and 10.
Now it would be 2nd because it should be a replay of downs.
Could be. This is
Second
oh
and
yeah,
about
2nd
8.
down. Yeah, because it moves up. Right. 2nd down and 8. Nothing comes easy. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 1:27 left. Watkins back to throw. Looking under pressure. He'll step up in the pocket, breaks free. He's headed near sideline, and he will be slammed out of bounds. What a hit. 1st down, though. And they move the chains.
That looked like Bryce.
He took a hit.
Is that Bryson Klein or is that 33? I can't really tell that number across there.
Whoever it was gave Parkins a knock. He's limping here.
He's limping across, and
Ooh, not.
really hate to see anybody get hurt, but
That's huge. He is
with a
limping.
minute 17 left and having a quarterback that becomes mobile, that definitely puts a little bit of a crunch on it.
1:17 left. 1st down attempt from the 13. Parkins sets in the gun. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Parkins back to throw. Looking. Fires. Corner of the end zone. He's behind him, and it's incomplete. Farmer got beat. He's lucky that was not caught.
Yeah, you know what? He came and did that 2-yard step forward, and Farmer just got took on it, and we were fortunate that it was an overthrow. And
Right. Both crowds up on their feet. 2nd down and 10 from the 13. Longest minute of our lives coming here. 1:11 left. Parkins back to throw. Looking under pressure. He breaks out. He's going to run. Looks. Keeps it himself. And near sidelines, he'll buck out of bounds.
looks like about a yard.
Yeah,
and a half
maybe a
gain.
yard. Good coverage downfield. 3rd down. 3rd and 7.
Stop the clock. They got out of bounds. That's not helping us any from the Tigers' perspective, though.
Grinnell has had 2 goal line stands. They could use 1 more tonight.
You know, the big thing you're seeing as a change is North Polk is really going to the air, and that's definitely moved that ball for starting down the 50-yard line. They moved that ball down the field.
3rd down and 7, 1:03 remaining. Parkins back to throw, looks under pressure, he'll fire, back of the end zone. This is going to be caught. No, it wasn't. Dropped
the ball.
I think he caught it. He might have been out of bounds, but nonetheless, he's short. 4th down and 7, and this is for the game. This is it. Wind gust stayed the same, temperature down to about 65 degrees. Here we go. 4th down and 7. This is what it's all about. 17-10, Grinnell leads, 57 seconds left. 4th down and 7 from the 10. North Polk's going to try to punch this thing in one more time, but not before we get a timeout.
Yep, each of them sitting right now with 2 timeouts left. North Polk's going to take one and talk it over.
I mean, you know it's going to be a pass. You don't know if it's going to be to the corner, if it'll be a rollout.
Well, North Polk is definitely looking at those outside corners. They've been pretty successful at moving the ball right now. They've had a couple that they've thrown across the center, but right now I think they know against that defense that Grinnell was running that they could beat that corner, because when you're only running 3 and a single corner back and you just can't get the coverage.
Right.
You know, a lot of times you see when we start passing a lot, you'll see different teams that fall into like a 44 or a 43 defense where they can spread it out and have a little bit more coverage. You know, you get a good solid 2-man rush up the front and then just put everyone else for pass coverage. And you know, right now Grinnell's pretty headstrong and sticking with that 53 defense.
They built a stone wall all night. Let's see if it can take one more hit. 57 seconds left. 4th down and 7. This is for the game. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Parkins back to throw. He rolls out left, looking, fires, corner, and it is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, North Polk. Wow.
Yeah, well, you know what? Grinnell overcommitted and sent a blitz.
Yeah.
And that opened up a little bit of a hole in our defense.
Yeah.
And North Polk, they just took from that and they put it in the barn.
That was such a catch. He took such a hit. Let's see if Grinnell can block this here. 17-16. You know they're going to snap this quick. Snap. And this will be offsides. This is probably not what Grinnell wants, because North Polk can maybe go for 2 here.
Yeah, that was really a kind of misfortune.
Do they accept or decline? What do they want to do? They've been stuffed. They're going to decline it. So they'll just try it again. Grinnell catches a break there.
Yep, so they're just going to go ahead and go and we'll see what happens.
Can't get antsy in these situations. He'll set his foot. Snap, it's low, it's kicked, and good. Oh, that was close. That was a low snap. And
well,
we
got
are
49
tied.
seconds left in the ball game, and you know exactly what's going to happen. Every team practices, they're going to come back and they're going to do a
49-second
onside kick and see if they can't get something out of it. And then, you know, unfortunately, we haven't seen a lot of the passing game tonight out of Grinnell. And
so, if you're Coach Shipley, do you run it, try to go for it, or do you pass it, try to score, or do you just settle? Let's go to overtime and settle it.
You know, ultimately, you know, we're here to win ball games, so I think you have to put your best players on the field, and you're going to try to either put the ball in the air or run it and see what happens. But
49 seconds left, 17-17. This defensive matchup has come down to everything. Parkins over here on the sideline, kind of hurting a little bit over here sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I think the last couple hits that the Tigers put on him definitely made a difference. And I don't know if I'm seeing the coach down the sideline. He's kind of giving the motion that maybe to kick it deep, so we'll see what happens. You know, there's always the misfortune that you got to turn around and go three downs and have a turnover.
Yeah.
So
let's see if Grinnell calls it safe here. Farmer and Strand are back to receive. They could be heroes. Let's see what happens here. Siegman's ready to send this one deep. Sets up. And the kick is sent deep. And this will sail out of the end zone.
They sailed her right out of the end zone there. So actually it might turn in to be good favor for Grinnell. It's going to bring her out there to the 20-yard line.
Do you kneel it, go to overtime, or do you try to air it out, possibly get a turnover, and put your defense in a bad situation, or just stick to your bread and butter? Is Kaufman in? Nope, Strand is still in.
Well, it's almost an easy card to read from North Polk, I think, because what we've seen out of this offense so far hasn't really been too much of a pass offense.
It looks like run here. Strand's under center. He's just going to hand off to Schulte, and Schulte's going to fall forward. And I think Grinnell's going to be content with overtime. .27 seconds left. Grinnell's still in that same running formation, just don't fumble the ball. Strand, it's a reverse handoff. Nice cut by Farmer, but nonetheless he's going to be wrapped down. Nice play call, but they'll fall short. And we're going to head to overtime.
Yeah, looks like we'll get one more play out of it maybe. Nope, they're going to go ahead and let it run out.
End of regulation. We need more. 17-17. We're tied. We're going to overtime. The overtime rules, I believe, are still like college. I've only seen one overtime game in my time of watching high school football, and it was in a JV game. And they did do normal college rules where you start at the 25-yard line. There's no clock, and you just go from there. But we'll have to see what happens there as the Tigers have a possibility to grow off of what they've done. Well, the people in Des Moines will have to wait for our final scores. We still got some more football left. So in your high school days, did you ever play in any overtime games?
Yes, we did. Go back to the old days of the CIC. We went into overtime against Indianola, and we prevailed and won my junior year.
Wow. Well, the intensity picks up because if you start on defense first, that usually means you just see what the offense does, and then you just try to beat that out. But on offense, you have to be the one that makes the opening statement, and you can't just sit back and watch. I believe North Polk has won the coin toss. All right, no clock. Just overtime, and we will decide a winner. It has been an incredible game. We've seen some turnovers. We've seen a lot of very impressive plays by both teams, but it all comes down to this here at TT Cranny, and Grinnell will take the offense first. All right, so they'll start from the, not the 25. Let's see where they spot this. They're going to spot this at the 10. So they start from the 10 here in high school. All right, here we go. Started for the 10. They got 4 downs here. Here's Strand under center. It's a handoff to the corner. Miller gets down, but we got 2 flags coming in late.
Looks like you got holding on this side, Wilbur White.
Yeah. Nice run by Miller, but sadly getting pushed back. And downs are so important since it's basically you just get 1 set of downs. This may be declined from what we saw North Polk do earlier in the game.
Well, right now they're going to push anything they have. I would say they're going to push them back.
They'll push them. And with only 2, well, a few passing plays tonight, you never know what we're going to see here.
Well, you know, ultimately it's a walkway with overtime is to put points on the board first, but usually you want to put 7 points on and not 3 points.
Schulte is the back. Miller back there. Strand, handoff to Schulte. He's got space on the right side of the field, and he stiff arms, and he's finally brought down. A solid gain.
Yeah, it looks like he got about the 25.
Yeah. Second down. Second down from about the 22-yard line. Our ball on the 17. Strand under center, 2 backs. It's a misdirection. Strand takes it himself. Strand's got speed. He's off to the corner. Stiff arm, and he's got a nice gain. Nice play. His quickness is key.
Yeah, you just got to capitalize. It's whether Coach Shipley's going to make a decision, and we got 1 more down before we got to say we're going to either go for 3 points, and hopefully we get it stuck in the barn right now.
3rd down and 12. 12 yards to go, 3rd and goal. We could see a pass based off Grinnell so far tonight. Here we go. Strand under center. Handoff middle to Schulte. He is going to be driven down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, you know, we're doing a great job of getting 5 and 7 yards.
Right.
We're sitting right now on the 5-yard line.
And we got an injured player. Is it Schulte?
No, looks like we got a lineman down.
Maybe. So now, this is the big question. No, it's not Schulte. This is the big question. Do you kick the ball or do you go for 7? It's risky because, you know, they could just kick a field goal and easily score or anything.
That's right. And, you know, it's the way that North Polk's been putting the ball up in the air these last quarter here, they're pretty dangerous.
Yeah, you could easily get another interception going either way.
You know, it's really too bad that we didn't have something that we could pull up and throw a pass, because the last sets of downs, North Polk is really crunching us.
Right.
They just know that we're going to run the ball every time.
That was Noah Havel on the injury there for the Tigers. He's being walked off the field there. This is it. 4th down and 5. Do we take the kicking team? Do we try something else? Let's see. We're going to go for it. This is the biggest play of the game. The Tigers need a touchdown. Crowds are getting loud here at TT Cranny. Strand will sit under center. You know we're going to see a blitz. Strand gets a man offside.
Yeah. The goal line, so that's a good call for
nice job,
Coach Shipley out there. I guess I don't have to worry about my 5 or 6 yards we've been talking about. We're good. We get Schulte on a 4-yard carry. We're in the end zone, and we're going to be first ones on the board.
This is it. Biggest play of the game here. Hard count was there. All right, one left. You know this is a run. You know it is. It's been the bread and butter all night. Strand will sit under center. Miller, Schulte in the backfield. Here's Strand. Timeout, Coach Shipley.
Not a bad call by Shipley.
No.
You know, he has. We got one timeout or 2 timeouts.
We got none left now.
None left now.
Let's see what happens.
I think we're going to play some Ironman football and drive that thing through.
We've talked about this game being in the trenches so far, and it's definitely going to come down to it. Grinnell's going to have the ball close at about the 3-yard line. Do you kick it? Do you try to put it in?
Well, with what Schulte's been showing us, and Trent Miller's actually, you know, he's had a pretty good couple of runs there, and if we could line him up and let him go up the gut first and let Schulte follow them.
We've seen the tosses. You know, they've been sending those 2 linebackers up the middle on the blitzes. If they try it, look for a toss, unless North Polk sends some corners out wide, because Nick Pop can hold blocks very well. So watch for the toss, watch for the run up the middle. This is huge. The wind has picked up. Here we go. This is for a big score. It's Miller and Palmer in the backfield. Strand under center. Strand, snap, handoff to Schulte. Schulte driving, and he is...
Fumble, it's it.
Fumble, did it get in? No, he didn't. They say he didn't get in. He fumbled, and it was picked up. And he didn't get in.
Well, I swear it looked like Grinnell recovered that in the end zone, but
he's short. Short, and now the pressure goes to Grinnell's defense.
Yeah, he come across. It looked like his knee might have been down just before he hit the goal line as he was reaching out to throw that ball out there.
So now, if you're North Polk, do you pass? Do you run? I feel like running would be their best option.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of a crosswind picking up. We're getting wind gusts up 6 miles an hour. You definitely see it in the flags up on top of the stadium. And
defense needs a stop.
Well, let's see if the North Polk comes out with their twins and trips like they did to end this last possession that they had on the field. Looks like they're definitely going 2 receivers to the far right side.
1 to the left.
1 to the short side.
Let's see. Parkins got it in him. He's got 2 backs. Here's Parkins on the snap. It's going to be a handoff middle, and nice jump. Wilbur White got to him.
Yeah.
That's a loss.
Warner and Schulte put the snap.
Wilbur White came flying through the middle.
Yeah, good penetration by that defensive line. You know, anytime you run with your wide receivers out, you got 2 out one side and 1 on the near side to us. That opens up that line, and good penetration by that defensive line.
2nd down and 13. 2nd and goal. 13 yards to go to the end zone. Grinnell almost jumps, and they catch him.
Yeah, I think they did.
What they did, or what North Polk did there.
Yeah, you know what little we just took from them, we just gave it back plus a couple more.
Yeah. If you're Grinnell, you kind of want to keep them to the far right, far left side of the field, because obviously a kick up the middle seems pretty simple. But if it's to the left, right, or the right hash or the left hash, it could be a little bit harder to complete. Second down from the 9.
Well, unfortunately, it puts us in the negative when all they got to do is ended up with a 3-point kick.
Parkins, handoff to Russell Wright. He's cutting up the middle. And it's a good gain, 3rd down. Down to the 5. Timeout, North Polk. Grinnell's had some D-line stops, but they need a D-line field goal block also if they don't score this.
Yeah, I think if I'm Coach Shipley, we got to think of something that we could get a turnover on this third down.
Right.
And not even let them go, and then just do another set of rounds of overtime number 2.
Right. And it all goes back to the coin toss. You know, you start off defensively. North Polk knew what they had to do. Grinnell has to come out with pressure to score. And you don't know if you need to go back, and I'm sure if Grinnell ends up losing this game, which we hope they don't, Coach Shipley will replay in his mind, well, what if you went for that field goal?
Well, ultimately, you know, as a coach, I've been in that position. You look at what we did right and what we did wrong. You know, there's a lot of improvements that we've seen from the first 2 games that this Tiger offense and defense aren't improving.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like they're going to go for the field goal right here. Forget 4th down. They don't want to try it. They're going to try this field goal since they got him lined up in the middle. So this is for the game. Sigmund will line this one up for the game. Snap, hold, kick on the way. It is no good. He missed it. And Grinnell gets another chance.
I tell you what, you can't be throwing wild cards out there too often.
He
hooked
it.
Tigers, we picked up a wild card in that one, and we got lucky.
That was from the right hash, and it went straight. That was far right. And we're going to a second overtime.
Now,
oh, my
here
goodness.
we got to stop and take a look because, see, that's only 3rd down.
It should automatically be Grinnell's ball because they're basically giving up the ball. It will be Grinnell's football. Should be. No, it's not.
I don't think so. I think we got another chance. We just got to.
That's interesting. Because you would really think that it would and should be Grinnell ball because that's basically just giving up.
Yeah, but when you do it on a 3rd down like that, now we're at a 4th down. It is basically just like a pass.
Yeah. 4th down. No, why are they giving them 1st down?
Oh, they did. You know what? They did switch it. So this is overtime number 2.
Oh. All right, so that was confusion on us. We are in a second overtime. And that was a good gain to about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line.
Yep, got to be overtime number 2.
So now North Polk has to score. Grinnell shifts focus. That was a quick turnaround.
That's still good.
Parkins in the gun, back to throw. He's going to roll out left. Might keep it himself, looking, fires back at the end zone, caught, touchdown. No one had him covered.
Okay, so as far as I know of what we're going rules here, we should be, they'll get their chance for their point after.
Yep.
We'll come back in and get a second chance.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if it's like college where you go to your 3rd overtime.
3rd overtime, then it's
sudden
go
death,
for 2. Yeah.
But
it might be sudden death in 3rd overtime. He missed the last one. Snap, bad kick, it is blocked! It's blocked, hop on the football, go!
Go! I don't know if in an overtime
it just called dead, I guess.
Excellent job by
nice
the defense.
job.
I tell you what, I think we got a great opportunity here to turn this thing around.
Yeah.
You know, the offense is get on the field. They're pumped up. A good play by the defense. Turn around here, get that 6 points on the board, and get the field goal.
They'll start from the 10. It is 23-17. Grinnell just needs a touchdown and a field goal to win. This is huge. If I'm Wyatt Dillon, they score this touchdown. No pressure. But we got to get this thing in.
Well, definitely after the last set of downs here, the Tigers got a little bit of a grudge. They want to get that ball across the line, get a touchdown this time.
They got to be pumped up. That blocked field goal was the biggest thing they've done so far.
Yep, nothing like open up the door and say, all you do is put 7 on the board.
Strand under center. It'll be handoff to Schulte. He'll cut up field and spins.
Looks like he
Solid
picked up
game.
maybe 4 on that one.
Yeah. Just past 10 o'clock on the hour. Still a great crowd. We've had a terrific game tonight. Hopefully Grinnell can pull this one out. They're at the 8-yard line. 2nd down.
Well, we got to dig in here and let's get a good offensive line off that right-hand side. It seems to be the power side for us.
Strand under pressure. That was a broken play. He's still going to take it up the middle, though. And he breaks free. And he's still fighting. And he got down to the 1. What in the world happened there?
Excellent recovery by the quarterback. Strand he dug his feet in. He said he wasn't giving up.
Oh, my goodness. And here we go. It is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, come on, Tiger offense. Let's go ahead and put this thing in
From
the
the
barn.
1. Can we see a QB sneak? Tanner Strand under center. Handoff, middle. It is
Trent Miller,
in.
looks like he's
Touchdown,
in. We
Grinnell.
got a touchdown, tied up ball game.
And now the field goal is up to Wyatt Dillon. Tanner Strand does the QB sneak and he takes it in himself. And Grinnell has a chance to win if Wyatt Dillon can sink this field goal. This is it.
From what we've seen from Wyatt Dillon so far, I feel pretty confident about this, that we can get it in the barn.
This is what he's lived for. He hasn't been able to convert this situation. Kaufman will be the holder. Dillon will be the kicker. This is it. And they're going to call a timeout. North Polk going to ice him. Make him think about it. But as a person that knows Wyatt Dillon, there's not much that gets to that man. No matter what happens, if he misses this, we're still going to another overtime.
That's right. Well, I tell you what we've seen in these last set of 8 downs played between both teams is neither one of them are giving up, and they both got the heart. They want to get a win out of this ball game. So I think for the Tigers, Shipley's got them wound up, and they obviously know what they want. They want to win a ball game, and they want to prove to this town that they are a team that's going to win some ball games for them. So
many people had written off this team. Are they even going to win a game this year? They've now put themselves in a situation. Wyatt Dillon can try to kick this thing right through the uprights. The wind is at about 4 miles an hour out of the east, northeast.
Yeah,
Kaufman will be the holder. This is the kick to try to win the game.
Coach Shipley and Coach Smith are both out there in the huddle. I think they got the plan down.
Here's the hold. Snap, kick on the way. It is
It's a
good.
touchdown.
It's good. Grinnell wins.
Touchdown,
24-23. The Tigers defeat North Polk. What a game.
I tell you what, you can't end the night eating better than that, and celebration is going crazy over there on that Tiger sideline.
Wyatt Dillon will be the big man on campus all next week. The Tigers grab their first win of the season in dramatic fashion. 2 overtime thriller. The Tigers defeat North Polk.
Well, what a great win for Coach Shipley and the group of guys out there. I tell you what, you couldn't be any more prouder of a end-to-end fight. That was pretty impressive that they stuck with it and they didn't give up anything they had out there.
What an incredible game. So the final score here, 24-23 in double overtime. The Grinnell Tigers take down the North Polk Comets. Grinnell will move to 1-2 on the season as they head to Bondurant next week to take on the 0-2 Bondurant team. And as for North Polk, they'll fall to 1-2 on the season. But our final wrap-up, it all came down to turnovers, and obviously the huge missed field goal there in the end, and the block, obviously the biggest thing. But I mean, what a job. And As you look at this team over here, they're so ecstatic. What does this do for a team like this?
Well, I think it just gives them momentum to keep going.
Right.
You know, right now, as you ended last year, you kind of struggled all year, and we had a couple close ones. You could have, would have, should have maybe won, and you know, started out tough against South Tama, and Oski definitely come into her house and beat up on us, and to walk out of here and show that's a good defensive struggle, and we won. You know, both sides of the field showed that they can actually come out and play football, and we showed a little struggle. Looked like a little fatigue started to set in, but ultimately the game was won by the teams across away from us, and that's the Grinnell Tigers.
Yeah. So, an incredible game. The offense had its moments. The defense definitely was very impressive, obviously, with the defensive block there in the end. And that team picture right there, that is a happy group, and we will be very happy till we see them again next Friday at Bondurant. But that'll do it from here. Grinnell takes down North Polk in double overtime, 24-23. Wyatt Dillon sinks the game-winning field goal to win it. And it's been a pleasure to bring you this game so far tonight, and we've enjoyed every second of it. So I appreciate my dad, Dan Walker, coming along with me here, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks when Grinnell takes on Norwalk here at home. Final score here from Grinnell, 24-23. The Tigers win in double overtime over North Polk. All right, so I'm here with Coach Shipley. Just got finished with the win, 24-23, double overtime winner. If you could rank it on the games that you've coached, how high would you rank it as this?
It's pretty high up there. It's funny that you asked that, because it's, I think, the same score, and it reminds me a lot of the Williamsburg game in 2015, because there was a missed field goal, missed extra point, something along those lines right down along this end, and it reminds me a lot of that game. And to just see the excitement in our guys' faces, and see them celebrating here on TT Cranny and with the student body is just, it's amazing. I'm glad that they have that experience, because it's something that they'll remember for a long, long time.
Yeah. So you changed up the offense just a little bit. How do you think did it work the way you wanted it to, or was it?
Yeah, it was pretty effective. We came into the season and we had some goals, and you know, we were trying to find a way to accomplish those goals and those philosophies, and what we had kind of set out to do just really wasn't working, and it became pretty apparent after 2 games. So we just went back to the drawing board, and we talked with the coaching staff and just said, okay, what could we do that would still align with our principles and our goals at the beginning of the season? And this matched it pretty well. And not only that, it matched our kids and what they can do skill-wise. And so we dove in, and we put it in over the Labor Day weekend and over the 4-day practice week, and we were pretty basic and pretty vanilla tonight, and that was kind of by design, and we're hoping that we can just kind of take this momentum and roll with it and keep expanding it.
What was the biggest thing you used to just keep the team in the game? You know, after the miss, or before the missed field goal, when you think, this could be any, but it's not. How did you keep them in it?
Those guys, it starts with our senior leaders. Those guys are fantastic individuals. They work incredibly hard all the time, and they're just great kids. And so we had talked about it before the game, that this is going to be a matchup. This is going to be a slugfest where you just got to keep hammering away. You got to keep hammering away, and eventually that rock's going to break for you. And well, I tell you what, it did, and our kids just exploded with excitement, and just hats off to them. It was an awesome experience.
So you get Benton North next week. Head to Benton North. Bondurant.
Yep.
How much is this just momentum forward?
It's absolutely huge momentum, just because for one, it's district play now, and so we're 1-0 in the district, which is huge. And Bondurant is a very good team. They're very extremely well coached with Coach Vance over there, and they've actually come over here 2 years in a row now, and we've played pretty close games. And so we would expect that would be the case again. And I think it's just going to take another tremendous amount of effort and preparation and hard work from our seniors and the rest of our guys, and we're excited about it, I can tell you that.
Well, thanks for taking your time to come up here and talk to us, and congratulations on the big win. This means a lot, and we'll be celebrating it all weekend.
Thanks for covering.
Thank you.
Yep.